You want to know where the best neighborhoods in South Surrey and White Rock are to live? Well, if that's the case, this is definitely the video for you. You hear about South Surrey White Rock all the time. What is it? Where is it? What makes it special? And why do so many people who live in not only the lower mainland of British Columbia, but from all over Canada want to call this place home? This is absolutely hands down one of the best places to live in all of Canada. Today's video is designed to help you determine which neighborhoods in South Surrey and White Rock are the absolute best for wherever you are in your walk of life. And you're gonna wanna make sure you hang around till the end because we're gonna give you the full down and dirty on how to get everything you need to know about all of the neighborhoods in both South Surrey and White Rock so you can make the complete best decision for you, and if you have a family, them as well. If that all sounds good, let's jump into it. Hey, it's Darren here. If you're thinking of moving to Surrey, White Rock, or any of the surrounding suburbs, subscribe below so you can be the first to learn about the market and the areas. And like so many others, we've helped in the process of buying or selling a home. If you need help in the process, whether it's today or 6 months from now, use the link in the description to book a time to speak with me. We'll help you make sure that your move is the absolute best that it could ever be. So what exactly are we going to do in today's video? Well, we're going to talk about the neighborhoods of South Surrey and White Rock, and more specifically the sub areas of South Surrey and White Rock, and talk about what neighborhoods are the best fit for different people in different walks of life. Maybe you're single, maybe you're a newlywed, maybe you are an empty nester, maybe you're a senior looking to relocate to the area. We are going to cover it all. I'm going to give you my number one pick of what neighborhood I think is absolutely best for the general group of whatever walk of life you may be in, also taking into account certain things like the amenities in the area, the prices of real estate in the area. Of course, affordability matters in all walks of life, and the community fabric of what you might be getting involved in. I want this to be a little bit interactive as well because I want the people watching this video to know where they might be the absolute happiest. So if you're a local watching this video, I want you to leave a comment below as I go through this video, and if you see something that you agree with or disagree with, leave it in the comments so the people watching this video can get the best information that they can absolutely source when it comes to relocating to either South Surrey or White Rock. Of course, you can always call us at the German Group for further information about the areas as well. And lastly, before we jump into absolutely everything, the one area or sub area of South Surrey that we are not going to get into too much today is the area of Hazelmere, just because it doesn't apply to the majority of this video. But certainly if you want more information on that, you can give us a call or send us an email. With that being said, let's jump into it. If you are someone that is single, the Grandview neighborhood is our number one choice. The reasons for this are completely obvious. There is tons of shopping options in the neighborhood. There is ton of fitness options, something obviously very important to typically younger people or single people to take really good care of themselves. What's great about the Grandview neighborhood is you've got very easy access to everything, and everything is generally very walkable because of the shops at Morgan Crossing, where you have ample amounts of grocery stores, big box stores, small little boutique stores, clothing stores, fast food, fine dining. It is all there and easy to get to. Not only that, but being very walkable means you have your choice of options out in the evening with your friends where you can safely get to and from these different locations, have an incredible good time and a good night, meet tons of people that are just like you in the same walk of life, typically a lot of younger people, and also have a safe, short walk back to your home. This has just generally got a really good community vibe in the area, and with all the shopping and all the commerce that is in the Grandview area, you also have lots of job opportunities. So if you're someone new to the area and you're looking for something entry level or even something more as a seasoned trade or service that you may be providing, Grandview has tons of commerce. So you're gonna have not a very difficult time finding employment. Lastly, there is a very good balance in the Grandview neighborhood of relatively new modern homes that are also reasonably priced when it comes into terms of living in the lower mainland. In this area, you're going to find condominiums as an example with a benchmark price of current date of filming this video of approximately $671,000. Downfalls for the area include terrible public transportation options, and it can get relatively busy in the neighborhood. So if you're a single person looking for a good runner up to that of Grandview, you may want to also consider the King George corridor area, specifically anything around the Semiahmoo town center. Just a quick interruption to let you know that we're on a mission to empower home buyers and sellers to achieve unparalleled success in real estate. This video that you're enjoying right now is a labor of love, free from ads by choice, to help you nail your next move to our community and learn all about the crazy world of real estate from a real person who cares. Now, this takes hours and hours each week to get right, and it's just for you. So here's my humble request. A simple like from you on this video. That's all I'm asking. No need to hit subscribe. Just a click, taking mere seconds, could make a monumental difference to me, but more crucially, it could transform the journey for someone else who needs to hear this video's message. So thanks in advance for that like, and I hope you find the rest of this video to be just as valuable. Next on our list is couples and or newlyweds. Anybody that has come together to form a household. Now, this one's going to be relatively quick because Grandview is still my #1 choice for anybody coming together to form a household, usually just 2 single people. All the reasons are the same as I just previously covered, and if you're looking for something a little more expensive that offers a little more space, possibly for a growing family in the future, you're going to find the benchmark price of townhomes in this neighborhood at just over $1 million. A lot of these townhomes are generally going to be newer as well. What if you're a young family that has young children? Well, what area is going to be best for you and your kids? In my mind, you're definitely going to want to consider the Pacific Douglas neighborhood. This neighborhood is almost brand new, or about as brand new as it's going to get when you're relocating to the South Surrey neighborhood. Now, with a brand new community means it's still developing, but you've got the options of having relatively brand new schools right at your doorstep, surrounded by community parks, and having people of all similar walks of age and family status living right beside you. Pacific Douglas has a really nice balance of properties as well. Not only does it have condominiums, which are a little more few and far between, but it has ample amounts of townhomes and detached homes, giving a really nice community vibe and not just living in a sea of townhomes or apartments. It's a really nice mix. This is a very young community where you're going to find the benchmark price of a townhome currently in and around about $954,000. This area does have some downfalls, however. Number one, it's got terrible cell phone service, which drives me absolutely crazy. But it's also got incredibly poor public transportation. Not only is the public transportation somewhat poor, but generally it's kind of out of the way. So getting in and out of town for work can be a little challenging. And lastly, it's got pretty poor access to commercial generally. You're going to be hopping in the car to go do the majority of your errands and activities. If you're someone with a young family with kids, you may consider the Sunnyside area as a good runner-up. So progressing down our timeline, maybe the kids are getting a little bit older and you're looking to upgrade. You've been working hard, you're looking for more space, and you're doing a little bit better at work. So possibly you can afford to buy a little bit more of a premier property. Well, look no further for people with older children than the neighborhood of Morgan Creek, probably one of the more premier communities in all of the Lower Mainland. You're probably fairly established in your job at this point. The kids are getting a little bit older and a little bit more independent, and these properties are absolutely perfect. They tend to be on bigger lots that are beautifully manicured, and the homes, well, they tend to be a little bit bigger as well. This area is incredibly quiet as well because it is designed around Morgan Creek Golf Course. So if you're a golf fanatic, this is definitely the place you want to be. Because of the size of the homes, it's quite easy to run an in-home business, or if you do have to commute for work, because it is towards the top of South Surrey, you've got easy access to the major highways and freeway. Being one of the more premier areas in all of South Surrey and the Lower Mainland, you're going to find the benchmark price of a detached home up around the $2,056,000 mark. There's a few downfalls to living in Morgan Creek as well. The public transit is terrible. It's not overly walkable. There's really not any good commercial anywhere near the area. If you do have older kids, well, the high school is quite a ways away, so you're going to be relatively car dependent in that case as well. If you're looking for a really great runner-up to the Morgan Creek neighborhood, you're also going to want to consider the Rosemary Heights area. For all my empty nesters out there, where would be the best spot in all of South Surrey and White Rock for you to call home? Well, look no further than King George Boulevard, specifically around the Peninsula Village area. This area is incredibly walkable with tons of commercial options. In fact, you can get almost everything you need in Peninsula Village alone. There's a few reasons why I picked this area for people that are empty nesters. Number one is you may still be working, so it is still relatively central in terms of South Surrey and quite easy to get out of town. But one of the better reasons that I think it's so good for anyone in that walk of life is it is an excellent option for downsizing. You're going to find some really quite nice townhome options all around the neighborhood that typically are going to be rancher style or have the master bedrooms at least on the main floor. Now, some of these complexes are going to be age restricted, so you have to be over the age of 55 to own in that complex. However, there is many options in this area that are going to give you the space that you may be looking for, whether it's big, medium, or small. This is great because if you are downsizing, you're coming from a bigger property, you're looking to free up some cash, well, this cash, of course, can be used for whatever you like, whether it be investing, vacationing, or just sitting in your bank account. In this area, you're going to find the benchmark price of townhomes at about $908,000. The downfalls of this area, well, of course, it can get a little bit busy. You're also going to have those 55 plus buildings and those restrictions on some of those townhomes, so that might not work for everybody in your family. And in comparison to some of the other areas in South Surrey, there's not a ton of walkable, easily accessible community services right at your doorstep. If you're an empty nester and you're looking for a great option and a runner up to this community, you're definitely going to want to consider the area of White Rock. And in fact, White Rock is next on our list if you are a senior. So if you are a senior, you're maybe living on your own, or maybe you're just towards the latter years of your time being here, you're definitely going to want to consider this area because it is full of other seniors that are just like you. Now, when I say White Rock, I'm more specifically talking about kind of where 16th Avenue and 152nd intersect, which actually takes up 3 of the sub areas in all of South Surrey White Rock. So you could consider this King George Corridor, Sunnyside, White Rock, whatever you call it, but you definitely want to be central around the Semiahmoo Town Center area. Now, there's many reasons why this area is such a premier area for seniors. Number one, tons of age-restricted options, primarily condominiums, where you are going to have buildings full of people that are in the same walk of life as you. The White Rock area in this particular area is also relatively flat, so it's easily walkable, and it's easily walkable to all the amenities that you could ever want. Whether you're going to Semiahmoo Town Center for groceries or shopping or services, there is also a ton of senior-specific services as well as healthcare services that are all within this little pocket of area. It's an incredibly social area, and you're going to make friends very easily. Now, there's some other perks for seniors as well, because not only has it got a great senior community, but the public transit options up in this upper White Rock area or downtown White Rock are much better than other areas of South Surrey. So you can get around very easily. In the White Rock neighborhood, you're going to find the benchmark price of a condominium up at about $618,000. Now, there is a few downfalls to this area as well. Number one, it can be incredibly busy because there is so much shopping going on in the neighborhood. The buildings tend to be a little bit older in this area as well, and oftentimes that comes with some potential work down in the future. And speaking of work in the future, the last downfall that you're going to want to consider is there is some significant changes coming to the Semiahmoo Town Center area that you would definitely want to be aware of if you choose to call this place home. In fact, we've done a video that looks just like this on all the changes coming to Semiahmoo Town Center. If you want to educate yourself further, I will leave the link down below in the description. If White Rock's not for you and you're looking for a great runner-up option, you would definitely, as a senior, want to consider either the Crescent Beach or Ocean Park neighborhoods as well. So we've got all the different walks of life covered. That's great, but there's also different socioeconomic areas that obviously there's more expensive homes in different areas. So if you're someone that's looking to come here and it is just about price point, where can you get the biggest bang for your buck? For relatively entry level, I would consider the Grandview neighborhood or anywhere around the Semiahmoo Town Center area, whether that's White Rock, King George Corridor, or the Sunnyside area. If you're looking for something kind of more mid-level in price, I would probably be considering anything in the King George Corridor or King George Boulevard area or the Sunnyside area as well. These are just big encompassing areas, so they have all different types of pockets in them, of course. And lastly, if you've got some money to spend and you want to find one of the most premier areas you could ever find, well, as you would imagine, South Surrey and White Rock, well, they've got lots of options. You could consider Crescent Beach. You could consider White Rock on the hillside. You could consider Crescent Park, Chantrell, Morgan Creek. The list tends to go on and be a little bit bigger because it's a well-to-do community, so there is some more expensive properties in the area as well. Now, if you're someone that is watching this video and you live in the South Surrey White Rock area, I want you to leave me a comment below, and I want you to let me know, did I get it right? Did I hit the nail on the head with with the communities I have suggested for all the different walks of life. And maybe you're somebody that is looking to relocate to this area and you're trying to find the perfect place to call home. Well, leave a question in the comments and either myself or someone from my team or some of the people that watch our videos will get back to you and let you know everything you need to know about South Surrey. While you're down there commenting, before I let you go, I promised you a way to get everything that you need to know about relocating to either the South Surrey or White Rock neighborhoods. And there's 2 ways that you can do it to get the full scoop on everything you could ever want to know about the areas. The first is watching our complete full breakdown on all South Surrey neighborhoods. This is our 2024 Insider's complete guide to living in South Surrey and looks just like this. So you will definitely want to check that video out. And if you're looking to learn more about the community of South Surrey and White Rock in general, be sure to check out our playlist, like our Living in White Rock playlist, where we dive deep into absolutely everything you could ever want to know about living in the area. I know you learned a lot on today's video. Looking forward to hearing your comments. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll definitely look forward to seeing you on the next video. Cheers.